Hello, everyone. Welcome to Abnormal Investigations. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I'm doing exceptionally great. I've got Jesse and Scott backstage. They'll be on here in just a second. As always, we'll be putting Jesse on the spot tonight. No, I don't know that I have anything to put her on the spot with tonight. Hello, Lisa Ann. Hello, Michelle McGuire, Donna Eckerson, Belinda Kruger, Sharon Guy, Shirley Nelson. Randy's in here moderating. Sharon Guy is now a new moderator with this guy, so please welcome her to the family. Finally got her a wrench. We had to do her the long way. Silver Bullets in here moderating. Hello, Pam. Pam's back and feeling better, guys, so we're so glad to have you back, Pam. Glad you're feeling better. I see Latricia. I see Amy in here tonight. I see Belinda Kruger in here tonight. We got a lot of our originals in here. Michael Deere is in here. Looks like we got some new people in here tonight. We're going to have a good night, guys. We've got a lot of material to go over. Mike sent us a lot of information in from our boots on the ground that we haven't got to get to yet. And believe it or not, we still have some video files and some photographs for next week. We still haven't been able to touch that he sent in because we've been so busy with guests lately. And we got a lot more guests coming and some surprise guests coming. I'm going to go ahead and throw Jesse and Scott in here. That way if I get in trouble, at least I ain't by myself, right? It's always better to get in trouble with somebody else.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
If you get in trouble, it could be on yourself, not us.
Yeah.
Tell him, Jesse. We now have a button. We now have a button we can push and silence Mike if we need to.
Yeah,
Wait, where's that button? I didn't get that button.
It's right there at the bottom of your phone or pad, and it says leave.
Oh.
And I've got bad storms over top, so hopefully I don't cut out.
Well, take care of yourself first, too. Don't get blown away live. It might be good for the ratings, but it'd be bad for you. Oh, man. So how are you all doing tonight?
Good. Good.
Doing good.
Good. It's been a long month for us. I haven't told anybody, guys, and we've been keeping this to ourselves. I'm going to put my glasses on because I am one of those pesky humans, so I have to have my glasses sometimes. I just want to let everybody know that we would appreciate your prayers, especially my mom. I have lost 2 aunts, and she's lost 2 sisters within a month, guys. So that's what we've been going through here lately. So all prayers are appreciated. It's been really hard on her, really hard on all of us. I was really close to both of my aunts, and it's been a really difficult time. So all prayers for their family, their kids, and everybody. It's greatly appreciated. Bad time. It's a bad time anytime to have to lose a loved one, but especially around the holidays, it makes it even harder. And
right,
even for holidays to come, the children and the kids and the brothers and sisters they're going to have a hard time around this time because it's going to bring back memories. And so they spent their last Christmas together on Christmas, and but at least they were able to have that. God is good, and what did he give us and he takes away, and he died on the cross for us, and he said that we owe him a death. And that's all of us owe that. We owe that debt no matter who we are. So some of the video clips that we're going to show tonight from the boots on the ground, a warning that they can be loud if you're using earbuds or things like what Jesse's got on. Look like you're ready to DJ. But if you're wearing any of those, you might want to be careful that you don't lose an eardrum or two, depending on if you have good ears or not. My ears are special because when I'm in a real quiet room, they actually play their own song. So I can't stand to be in a quiet room. I've got tinnitus, and I'm sure that's from shooting all those years without hearing protection because, only the weenies used hearing protection, right?
Right.
The good thing is now I can shoot a loud gun without it ringing my ears.
Right. Mine ring all the time too. I've got to have a fan or something going when I sleep because of the ringing. And that's just from using one of them stupid bubble things to clean my ear.
Really?
I usually have bubble things. What bubble things?
Where you put the liquid oil in your ear and let it sit for so long, and then you take the bubble syringe and put warm water in it and wash it out.
Oh, man.
Well, anyway, you use warm water. You tilt your head to whatever ear you're doing. You tilt it down, and you just spray that hot, warm water. And I didn't feel like it was doing its job, so I pushed it real hard one time. When I did, it hurt so bad. And then from there, I've had it. So I don't know.
It's annoying. I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. If I'm in a quiet room, I cannot stand a quiet room.
Oh, it's horrible.
Well, I usually have to have something going too, a fan or something, but that's just because the voices in my head just keep talking.
Well, I always say whenever I need expert advice, I just ask myself.
There you go.
Oh, I do have a very big announcement tonight, guys. One of the biggest announcements that we're going to make of the year. And he's actually standing right over here. At midnight tonight, he wanted me to let everybody know, Logan, that it will be his birthday.
Ooh.
And
happy birthday, Logan.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It'll be his birthday, and his favorite color is green. So if y'all want to throw up green hearts for him, that is his favorite color. So
is he driving now?
Yes. He's been driving for a couple of years now. I think he's driving a box truck like Clough does. I'm not sure. Not a real semi yet, but he's getting up there.
Yeah, I've seen him out there driving that Ford in the field.
Yep, he does. And he also he drove Mom's car. Can you believe that? She let him drive her car.
Wow.
Oh, Logan, you got all kinds of green hearts. You want to look? Okay, he's looking.
Yeah, just teach him on the riding lawnmower. You'll be safe.
I wonder. Yeah, he's going to do a lot of that next year. He said he's going to mow my yard for me.
Oh, good.
If he wants to mow my yard, I'll sure let him.
Heck yeah. Well, what is Mike doing?
Floating away.
There we go. I was astral projecting there for a second.
I thought you were.
I was on.
So, what'd you see? The pyramids?
Yeah, I saw the pyramids, and I saw catfish walking, and I don't know.
Wow.
I've seen a whole bunch of symbols and numbers, but they, I don't know that they could go with anything, I guess. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure. I was a prisoner on a planet there for a little bit.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Well, I was safe because when I landed on the moon, I ate cheese for like a month. I turned up like kind of one of them Wisconsin people, but then I ended up, cheese is really hard for you. Yeah, they kind of back you up.
Yeah.
So now I know why the people
moderation.
So now I know why the people up in Wisconsin are full of cheese.
Careful.
Cheese heads.
I think we could talk to Justin Decker, and he could probably tell us who she was. I had to pause there for a second. I about forgot his last name. All right. Yeah, this is Abnormal Unhinged tonight. Yeah. Logan is going to be how old, buddy? Tell him.
10.
He's going to be 10.
Wow.
Ooh, the big double digits.
Yeah, he's gonna be a big boy. He is already a big boy. He's almost as big as me. He wore my coat today. He's gonna be like his Papa Stormy was. My dad was a big guy. I think he's gonna be a big guy.
Well, he'll keep you in line then. That's a good thing.
How big are his paws?
How tall are you? Huh?
5'4".
He's 5'4".
Mm.
And how much you weigh?
175 pounds.
175 pounds. 10 years old.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
So he's a big boy. I wanted to kind of clear something up with everybody because I think a lot of people might be a little bit confused. On the video that me and Scott and Jesse are going to be doing about the things in the sky, a lot of y'all are mistaking the membership for the Patreon. And I want to make sure that you don't join the wrong thing. The Patreon is not the YouTube membership, okay? They're two separate deals. The Patreon is actually where the video will be dropped. Because if I drop it on the YouTube membership private, it is still part of YouTube and I'm still held to their regulations. And they would still be able to shut me down. So I have to go to Patreon to be able to release certain things that we're going to talk about in the future that does not go over well with YouTube. I'm praying that Roger gets all of his stuff worked out and he's able to come back. But we are going to have Roger on our show, guys. He is going to be
Watch and holler.
Yes, Squatch and Holler. Go support him. Really good guy. It ain't fair, but
Yeah.
not fair at all. But Patreon is different, guys, and that is where we will be dropping our really in-depth stuff. We're working on some really in-depth stuff right now. We're going to be talking about that I can't wait to go into. So it's going to be really interesting. I just didn't want you all to subscribe to the wrong place and be upset that you was in the wrong area.
And Mike can wear a bikini while he's talking and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
Grass skirt, coconut bra, whatever you want to do, Michael.
Polka dot.
You can do the hula.
I used to have a hula hoop when I was little. I love that thing. I had a pink one.
Okay. Too much information.
And on Wide Open, do you squeak when you walk, Mike? Yeah, I did when I was at the moon, but now that I've got past that, I'm doing better. I think that might have been what happened to Jessie the other night. She stopped squeaking and fell. But we got her all worked out now. She's ready to go next Friday night.
Yeah. Weather permitting, yes.
It's gonna be 11 degrees through the nights all next week. It's gonna be horrible.
Ooh. Make sure you have antifreeze in the vehicles.
Yes. And antifreeze in me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cold.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. For Kentucky.
I was going to say, we're dropping a lot more Wide Open Adventure videos, guys. If you're interested in that channel, we've got a lot more than we actually dropped one tonight at 8 o'clock. I believe Sharon Guy was over there watching it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you like it?
Yep. Got that scope on that BB.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to have to get him another one. We couldn't get it to sight in. It's one of them cheap ones that come with it, that.
Well, mine was the same way, the one I used for varmints in the yard. I literally scoped it into where it was within a quarter range from a long distance. And then when I went the next day to shoot it, I couldn't even hit nothing. So I had to redo it and it still kept knocking out of alignment. So yeah, I think you got to spend some money on one.
I think they're one of them, but they just throw in the box to say that you got a scope.
That's it. They don't even gather light right. You can't even hardly see them. It's through them.
Yeah. I'm a Nikon Leupold kind of person. That's what I like.
Oh yeah.
Them are the good ones, but they cost a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I've got a I ain't gonna go there. I've got two investigations coming up. I'm going to do one in the daylight. One will be daylight, and one will be in the dark. Just as soon as I can get the tires on the vehicle and all that fun stuff. Jess, Logan wanted me to tell you his hands are almost the same size as mine. Okay. Now we got all that out of the way. I do have one thing I want to say. Let me get me a drink of water for this one. Some agua. That's water.
Got cheese. Got that cheese stuck in your throat.
Yeah. I like agua. And for Clough, that's water. I want to I want to say something, and honestly, I'm going to be sincere. All sincerity. I want to address something to Mr. Abe Sias, or Sias, or however he says it. Not trying to mess your name up. I'm just sounding it out as it's spelled. I noticed that you're having a lot of issues. A lot of people have sent me email after email after email, message after message after message, saying that you're blowing me up every night. I'm sure you are. Abe, I am not in your chat aggravating you. In fact, I stopped by like 2 nights after people told me that you were having issues. And just the short time that I was there, I observed something that I thought was very interesting. I had actually Jesse show up with me, and we went in just to see. We did not talk. We did not troll. We just observed. I can't talk anyways because he's got me blocked. But while we was observing what was going on, I noticed that Abe actually caught somebody doing something in his chat. He caught somebody disrespecting his mother. That person is also a moderator on Josh's channel, Josh Turner's channel.
Was it his mother or his wife?
Okay, it was his wife. You're right. I made a mistake. That's my bad. Man, that's the first one. And
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight. And I noticed it whenever he done that Abe had the same thoughts that I did. And I could tell Abe was thinking the same thing. These people are going into his chat, and I noticed that what they're doing is they're trying to gaslight him. They're trying to get him frustrated and to keep him angry, to keep him attacking. Because I noticed that whenever he tries to move on past it, Madeline Chapman, or whatever her name is, Chap, or we'll just call her Amoxicillin. She's in there, and there's other people in there that they just continue to try to cause trouble. And Abe is trying to move on with his show to talk about the subject of the night. But they don't allow that because they get the group of people that is watching aggravated and stuck on this attack. And I noticed that Abe said that even though he let Josh Turner know that the person that done that to him, that's moderating for Josh, that Josh hasn't removed him. So I think that should say volumes to you, Abe, that these people are using you to attack me. I'm not trolling you. I'm not in your chats. I'm not causing you trouble. I don't want to come over and cause you trouble. I mean, do I like you? No, I don't like you. You've said things to me that are ridiculous, but I think you should really look at the possibility that you're being used as a lapdog and as a puppet to attack for these people. And I'm going to issue you a challenge, Abe. You said the other night that if I would come on your show and talk, that you would talk to me. So I'm going to offer you a challenge. All the trolls that come into your chat, you don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. Ignore them and don't call them me. Tell your moderators, delete them, don't give them any airtime. Continue with your show and your subject. Don't allow the drama on your page. and you watch and see who turns against you. Your friends that you think are your friends are going to turn on you because they want you to attack me for them, Abe. I'm not fighting no more than that, Abe. I'm not in the drama no more, Abe. I'm doing my shows, and that's what we're doing. And I think you're being played. That's just my opinion, and I wanted to tell you that I think that's what's happening to you. And I think you're catching on. I think you've finally seen that, and I'm glad that you have. Jess, would you like to add anything?
Only thing I'd like to add is that I this has been a ongoing thought in my mind and in a small group of people that, other than you, outside, that we have discussed in the past. And upon seeing what he saw the other night, it pretty much confirmed our suspicions. And this was something that I had thought even prior to discussing with you. So this has been something that has been going on for quite some time, and I agree. I hope he realizes that there's some shady stuff going on within his so-called circle. That's it.
And him being military, he will know those tactics that are used to have somebody else fight your war for you. That's not an uncommon thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got better things to do. I mean, I just lost 2 ants in 1 month. I'm not trolling you. I have no desire to troll you. You're not a threat to me. I don't look at it like that. So, has everybody seen the news tonight about what's been going this crazy about the creatures in South Carolina up in the tree?
Yes.
I saw the video on South Carolina. I don't know if it's the same video that you're referring to. There was one in Mississippi also. There was one that I think was in South Carolina 4 years ago that's resurfaced.
Oh,
wow. Well, later on tonight, guys, after we do our photos and our audio that we've captured, I have a video we're going to play on that. And we're going to discuss that video and see what we think about it, if we think that it's really something going on.
Bye, Scott.
I hope the lightning didn't get him. I noticed he flickered.
Oh.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change pages, guys, so I can throw up the photos to show y'all. Jesse will be able to see the chat, maybe. I don't know. Can you see chat?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't be able to see chat. So I'm going to jump over to our other media platform. That way I can start showing some videos and some audio and whatever else I can find up in here. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start. And I don't think you have seen this yet. Is that? Oh, there's Scott's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was me, not the storms.
Oh.
Trying to go off camera for a minute and did something.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Scott and Jesse have not seen those photos, guys, so they'll be seeing them at the same time you guys have. I got this all thrown together last night. Everything, like I said, it's been going on. It's been hectic, and I just got all this put together. Thank you, Mike, for sending these in. We appreciate you very much, the work that you do and everything that you send us. I know it takes a lot of time for you to do it, and we are most grateful to you. So thank you so much for everything you do. Oh, one last thing, Jesse, we forgot to tell them it's your fault. In February, February, is that right? No, January. Sorry, January. We have a very special guest coming on. And I bet a lot of people's going to know him.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
We discussed a couple. Is this my friend as well?
Well, yeah.
C.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
C meaning yes.
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 Yes. Yes. This one will be very exciting. I'm excited. Yes.
I'm excited about this one.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be a good one. We're going to have Amanda the Bigfoot Lady back next year, starting the new year out. We're going to have Blake Dusher back. We're going to have Roger from Squatch and Holler on. We're going to have Who else do we have coming back? Was talking about the other day. There was somebody else we'd talked about, and I went blank.
Yeah, from a TV channel.
Yeah, we got a special guest coming in. We got a lot of things planned. I'm excited for the new year.
Yeah, he's well known.
Yeah, we got a lot of guests coming, and we're not going to let Jesse hurt nobody. We're going to keep it good and clean next year. And
shoot,
I couldn't help but do that. We would be the first channel to have somebody cry on it. We have to be good. All right, guys. This first one that Mike sent me is called Something in the Bushes. And I'm going to see if y'all see anything. Let me take this off there real quick so it's not in the way. Kaylee was supposed to be doing this for me tonight, but she dropped the ball. I have to throw somebody under the bus tonight. All right. And here it is.
I believe I see a head sticking up.
Hard to tell. Can anybody else see anything? Anybody in the chat? Blurry. Donna says no idea.
Did you see anything?
Mm-mm.
No idea. Couldn't make it out. Okay, no. So nobody's seeing anything in that one, right?
No. Mm-mm.
No, we didn't even get anybody with any pareidolia seeing anything.
Well, I saw the top of a head that looked like might be a little squatchy, but again,
Michelle,
it's so blurry.
Michelle said it looked like a hairy arm hugging the tree.
Okay. Octopus with no friends says agreed with Jess. Hard to tell. I think you're new. I would know your name. So welcome to the family. We are abnormal here. Love the name. I don't have very many friends either.
I thought you were saying somebody saw an octopus. I'm like, come on. Jeez. I see 8 arms around the tree.
Scott's going to be leaving us again.
Goodbye.
I'm out here. All right. So the next one we got is called, he labeled it Something in the Trees. So. I don't see nothing. No, I'm
Looks
not
like
good
there's
at it unless there's just something standing right there. I'm not going to see it.
I don't know. It looks like there's something right back behind those branches, maybe. But
like the whole thing is blacked out, like a black body standing behind all that.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're getting back on there, Mike. I'm like stuck my nose into the camera.
The next one is.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Oh, I don't have no control. Once I.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I start to. Yeah. It times itself.
Prayers right. For Squatching Grandmama's granddaughter.
Oh, yeah. Keep her in your prayers, guys. For sure. Yeah, I can't. I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Yeah, I've seen Patricia Harrington in other channels, but I haven't seen her back here. So I don't know how she's doing.
Last I heard, she was not really good at all.
Right.
I was really concerned for her. And then I seen her under her other account, Frank, in it was another account, and she seemed to be doing good in the chat. I mean, she was laughing it up and everything. So hopefully she's better. Have you heard Jesse or seen anything?
Nope. I
No.
have not.
Just the video I saw that she was in under Frank, and then she always says, "This is Patricia Harrington,"
Right.
and yeah, she seemed to be good. She was laughing, doing laughing signs and everything. So I hope she's doing better.
Yeah.
Pray that she's doing better.
Yeah.
For those that have headphones on, take them off.
Yeah, that was loud, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's echoing real bad.
How's
And
that?
you're back up on the screen. You got 2 pictures on the screen.
There, we should be good.
All right.
Trying to deafen everybody. I was testing Jessie to see if she could hear me.
I have you turned down today.
Oh,
Okay. That's good.
As long as
That's
you can
all right.
hear me, it's fine.
Well, we can hear you. Trust me. We hear you. I keep my finger on the button.
Jesse, just remember the red button in the bottom of the computer.
Yep, got it.
And then this next one here is eye shine. They say they see some eye shine in this one.
Yeah, you can definitely see that.
Yeah.
And I was going to mention also, Mike said that since he's been doing the videos for us and stuff, since we went to the things, are staying further away from me than what they were when I had the lower lights, he said, whenever he was first doing the videos for me.
I would say that one has to be on its belly because the eye shine's right up against the ground.
He's been able to verify that based on the
Right.
photos and stuff.
Yes, he said the distance of the encounters from the low light that I used to use from just my headlamp to whenever Pam got us the brighter lights, that the creatures and beings have actually moved back further and are staying further back at the edge of the light. So our theory was right. The brighter the lights we use, the further we're going to push them back away from us.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you went out in the middle of the woods and just sat down and turned the light out, right? And just sit there.
Well, give it a try. Put Sarah out there so you don't get hurt.
Come on, Sarah. Want you to put this apple on. Let's set this apple on your head, and let's see if it'll come and take it.
I'll say it's an eerie feeling either way, but I've done that myself when I've gone out, but I don't have a whole lot of activity either. So,
Is it the Iron Bear or Sarah Bear, Mike?
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask her. I'm not sure which one it is, but if you know, you know.
You know. You know, Jesse?
no.
She's going to abstain.
Yeah, that'll be a contact after the show.
Can neither
Yeah.
confirm nor deny.
That's above my pay grade, sir. Well, the next one we have is a mama holding a baby, he says. In and at the fence post, I do see that.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can see 2 figures illuminated. I don't know. It might. It's hard to tell. I don't think they'll let you get a good, clear picture of them. For some reason, they can manipulate that.
Yeah, I think that they know whenever you're pointing your equipment at them. They can see it. They know. This one here, I thought was kind of creepy myself, and I'll see if y'all think it was creepy. I thought this was creepy.
Well, there's a figure. Looks like it's sitting on something, and then there's something
You
below
can
it. A
almost
little
see
figure.
2 of them.
You're right. There's
It
a little
looks like-
figure down.
Yes.
Could be a mama and a baby sitting at her feet.
Mhm.
But the thing is, looks like she's reading a book.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe Scott Carpenter's awareness program.
Reading up on themselves.
Yes, reading up to not do what they do.
Yeah. Now, this next one here, I think, is one of the most human-looking photographs that we've caught. This photograph was taken at the place where we get all the EVPs, where the EVPs first started, where we saw the thing fly over in the air. Remember when I was strobing the night sky and Sarah wasn't happy? This photograph here, though, I was really interested in. I thought it looked really cool, and I hope you all can see it as clear as I did, because this one I thought was really good. It's crazy looking to me.
Hmm.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean, I see the eyes, the nose,
The
face,
mouth.
the legs.
Yeah, you can see the lips. Yeah, that's a pretty good catch there. I just wish the eyes were illuminated.
I mean, I can see something standing there, and if you notice, it's right down the trail too. It's hiding beside the tree.
Right. So, do you think when you're looking at a cryptid, if it turns its head to the side, you might not be able to get eye shine? It has to be a direct on look.
Yeah, I think so. Because if you look at this, I'll throw it up again. Look how dark the eyes are.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's almost the side. Almost, you know what I was thinking? Black-eyed children.
Ugh.
Because that thing doesn't have hair all over it. That appears to have hair on the head.
Right. Yeah, it's really no telling. There's so many new cryptids coming out right now. It's really hard. Sorry. Got a lot of cryptids coming out that people haven't seen before.
What do you think, Jesse?
I think that, I mean, especially down there by you've got a lot of different things that are going on out there. I mean, there have been accounts of people seeing these cryptids or creatures that have very little hair, look more human than what the typical Sasquatch would look like. So,
right.
I mean, it's, especially from that distance, it's really hard to tell, but it could be. I would prefer not to think it would be anything like a black-eyed children.
Yeah,
those just creep me the heck out.
Yeah, for some reason I just don't see them walking around the woods. I see them going to people's houses and trying to get in. I don't see that they're a threat to people in houses more than they would be in the woods. I believe, my opinion.
I would think so. I mean, that's where everybody seems to encounter them anyways.
Or what is it, like parking lots? Don't they like try to get in your car or something in parking lots or something like that?
Yep. Yeah, I've heard those too.
Yeah, don't hang out in parking lots at night.
I'll see when I'm going to poke them in the eyes to see if my fingers go all the way through or if there's something really there, you know.
And then we got this one. It's labeled what is this?
I don't see it.
I see a mask from Scream, maybe, looking down.
I don't see anything.
I don't either, really.
I mean, maybe, but yeah, it's very. I don't know.
If it's anything, it's the side of the face, like the face looking away from the camera, like sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Little white face.
And this one, he said, something hiding. And it looks like that stuff is so far back that it's hard to make out to me.
Right.
Just to be able to tell either way.
Well, the background's all black too.
And there's something there.
Yeah. You can see a blackness in between the trees down there at the arrow on the right.
Yeah. But what? Yeah, it's
But
kinda
yeah,
Go ahead
hard
and
to
jump
tell.
to the next one. And then this one's something in the ditch, is what this one is here. And I do see something in the ditch on this one.
Oh yeah,
There's something trying to hide in the ditch.
yeah. Something in a ball or trying to do the crawl maybe. I don't know, but there's something there.
That almost looks like a dog's head.
Yeah, pointing down.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
You seeing
But
that also, Jesse?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I saw.
I mean, there is a dark spot, so there would have to be a something there to make that spot dark,
Right.
and the rest of it's all lit up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got this one. It's called Standing There.
I see something there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's definitely something there.
Almost looks like it might have its back to you. Huh.
That's what I was going to say. It looks like the back of a head.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hey, it's always better if they're moving away from you than at you, right?
Right?
And this one, there's a face. And I'll see if y'all can see the face in this one.
That's the one you showed already.
That's the same one he said there's a face in. It's a different, yeah, it's a little. He says there's a face. I don't see the face. Do y'all see the face?
I see something. I don't think it's a
I'm
face.
not good at that.
I don't think it's a face, but it's something.
I don't see a face.
Yeah, I don't.
And this one is Creatures.
There's something definitely dark by the blue arrow.
On the top left arrow, I can see it looks like a face with eye shine.
I could see something in the top right arrow too.
Yeah, I'm sure he sees it a lot better because he's probably got it on a big screen.
Right?
Right. And this is the last photo we have before we go into the audio. And he says there's more than one in this photograph.
Well, you can definitely see a figure in the one on the right. It's got the question mark. I see something there.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's pareidolia or what, but yeah, it looks like there's a figure for sure.
Yeah, and it might be having its back to walking away from you. I don't know.
Can you put that back up again?
Pretty please.
Right.
Please.
Now, right here, I think he was pretty
Or not.
excited about this growl that we caught. Yeah.
I'm used to being ignored.
Mike, did you hear what she asked?
Oh, I'm not here. I can't hear her part time. I hear you, but I hear her, and then it breaks up really bad.
She said, please show that picture again. The last one.
Okay. Yeah, see, she's not coming through.
Well,
See, there it is. It just now came through. Did you hear it? She said, I'm used to being ignored. It just came through.
wow.
Uh-huh, sure.
Shoot.
Huh?
Okay. Huh?
There's a party going on right there. So he's pointing to 4 different things.
Yep, yeah. And I can see something in the
party.
middle one too, but I'm wondering if that one on the left is a single entity of some sort.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
I would have to
Yes.
concur. I concur with you, Jesse C. See, I didn't hear that what you just said. I seen your lips move, but I had no volume.
Your lips are moving, but I cannot hear the words.
There you are. See, now I can hear you. Okay, here's the growl. And I think he was pretty excited about this one. I can always kind of tell by the way he labels them. And I think y'all are going to really like this.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
That
So
was
was that-
definitely a growl.
Yeah.
I heard the growling sound, but was that Sarah saying something just before?
Yeah,
Or
it
was
was,
that-
actually it was growling while Sarah was talking. And
Okay,
he-
that's
he
what I
does-
hear.
Yeah, he tries to somehow he can turn her down and bring the growl up to
Yeah.
show you what's going on at the same time. He does all kinds of stuff. I don't even know how he does it.
Yeah, I heard her say something like "What's that?" or "What's up?" or something, and then
Yeah,
you hear it.
That was a crazy growl though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That
wasn't
That's
normal.
no, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
And then we got this one here. He said was a weird sound that he had caught.
Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up.
Hmm.
I don't know what that was, to be honest. I have
Sort of sound like a male voice trying to say something. Then that small growl comes in. Something.
I agree with Belinda. It sounds like Mike's tummy growling.
Hunter's
I
backyard
need some
barbecue. Do it every time.
I need some KFC.
I'll send you some.
And on this one, he said, "I don't." He actually says, "I don't know." So another weird one.
It's saying something, but it's hard to tell what it's saying. But I think that's more demonic than it is cryptid.
Yeah.
Even though they're basically about the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely sounds like it was trying to say something.
And then we got this one here. He says it's a whistle that we have here.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a whistle.
I think they communicate with whistles. I think that's a huge communication tool that they use, because we used to hear that at my granny's all the time. One would whistle over here, the other one would whistle over here. It was always back and forth whistles.
According to Scott Carpenter, they use whistles, the sticks hitting the trees, and the vocalization is all for their language to talk to each other back and forth.
And if you think about it, whistling is probably one of the most basic forms of communication that anybody can do.
Right. And he says each one means a different thing. A whistle might mean the humans are over here, or it might mean that they're coming,
Mm-hmm.
And then he says if they throw stuff, he says it's time to leave. He said they're telling you nicely to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You're too close.
And if you start getting big branches thrown, you better run.
I have ran before.
Yeah, right to them.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's over here. I'm going right up to it. Look. She's like, Mike, don't leave me. He says, well, then come on.
Yeah, that's it. We're here to find them. And this one he labeled, it sounded like a frog.
Yeah, I hear a murmur.
But there ain't no frogs out because it's too cold right now.
Right,
We don't have
right.
Mhm.
So
It sounded.
is it a mimic?
I think it's a sound of them making a word to each other. Maybe. I don't know. It's like a muah, muah. So I don't know. That could be communication between them.
Blowing them a kiss by. Mwah.
Yeah. That's exactly what it sounded like.
And then we have this other one here. He said, "Is the monkey again?"
Well, that's definitely not your stomach.
Yeah.
Right. It almost sounds like the one made the woo woo, and then you hear the other one do the wah, like it's answering back.
Right.
So I
Right.
don't know if they're communicating. You know,
And some
hey,
people, some people, they say they have different vocal cords than us, where they can make two different sounds, real completely different from. You know what I'm saying?
and they might be saying, "Hey, the humans are down here. They're walking your way. You know, you need to move."
Yeah.
Or they could be saying the smorgasbord's down here. Let's eat.
Yeah, sharpen your sticks. we're going gigging tonight.
You see his legs hop in the fire? Oh Lord!
Got some of this wild sage here and some wild onions.
Mm.
And then he caught another low growl on this one.
I can make it out, but it's hard to tell. The other one was a lot clearer.
Right.
I could definitely hear it. I wonder how far away it was. Like, yeah.
Right.
You know,
Sound close.
I'm going to talk to Mike about that because that's a good question that Jesse brings up is how close are they? Because all we're using right now is just a regular cell phone microphone. There's no special microphones on us. It's just, well, it's actually this cell phone right here. It's just a cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get a FLIR camera. You'll be able to tell a lot of stuff.
And I don't know if Mike will be able to tell or not. I'm sure he's probably able to do an approximate distance on that.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
sure.
to ask him and see if he can just give me a rough idea. You know, it makes me think about what Travis Carpenter and us talked about, about Scott Carpenter saying that whenever you rebuke him in, the name of the Lord, you have a 30-yard circle around you.
He's in the chat tonight, by the way. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, hello, Travis.
Hello, Travis. Good to see you. I can't see chat whenever I'm in.
I can't see chat.
But I'm so glad Travis is with us. And, I'm starting to see a lot more things. The more I talk to Travis, the more a lot of this falls together. And I like to think that whenever his dad, Scott, had contacted me and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. You have found some things that we're interested in." I would like to think that some of the things I was finding was because I know that a lot of the things is happening. And then you all tell me like Scott Carpenter said this or Scott Carpenter said that.
Right.
I'm like, wow, that really goes together. It's like me and him we was getting the same thing happening in such a large span. I mean, we're not even really close to each other where he investigated and where I investigated, but yet there's so many similarities to what's happening. And it just goes, I think it goes to prove that these are descendants of the Nephilim. that they are the blood of the Nephilim, of the fallen angels, because they
Agreed.
all act the same.
Yes.
You know, they're character assassinators. That's what I would call them. The next one is he says it is chatter, and then he says it says Sarah's name is what Mike says he caught on this.
Yeah, that's definitely saying Sarah. No doubt.
And for some reason, these things have an obsession with her. I don't know why they like her. I mean, I don't even really like her that much. No, but no, I don't know why they. I don't know why they like her. I mean, there's something about her that, you know, from, if y'all will remember from the very first EVP we caught there, they have said Sarah, or they call her Mama.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big thing, was Mama.
Yeah, you heard Sarah all the time.
So I don't know what unless they're imprinting on her like they do, if they're, and you know, I don't know if Travis would know, or if Scott Carpenter had any theories on maybe Sarah's blood type, or is there something that sets her that they're more focused on? Because
one thing, she is female, so they're definitely more attracted to females than children. We know that,
right?
So that's one plus. And then if it's that special time of the month, they say they really are attracted.
And you know, I was talking to a lady the other day, and I don't have permission to use her name, but I'll tell you what she told me. She said that she was speaking to a shaman, and he told her, he said, if you want to have a really bad encounter, like if you want to have a really close up encounter, he said, I do not recommend you do this, but I'm going to tell you what works, you know. But he told her, he said, I'm telling you, don't do this. And it was in conversation, and she went and done it. And when she done it, she ended up leaving before it came up to her. But now it's at her house, and it was in a tree, and she got a really good picture of it in a tree. But what she done, and what he told her to do, is he told her to go out and urinate where she was going to be. And whenever she went out and urinated and then stayed in that area, the female urine, she said it got so damn spooky she couldn't stay there. She said it's like they were coming. I mean, they were making calls, and they were walking from tree to tree, not even trying to hide. She was seeing them move from tree to tree coming at her. And she said, they don't walk straight to you. She said, they don't walk like through the trees. They was walking from one tree behind another to another they moved from tree to tree. And she ran. I mean, she panicked and ran, but who wouldn't? I mean, I would run.
Yeah.
And this was supposed to keep them away?
No. This draws them in.
Draws them in, yeah.
So why did she want to do this?
To draw them in, so they could run.
So she could run. Working on
and I don't blame her for running.
times, right?
and you know, he told her it's opposite with a man. If a man urinates in the woods, it's more of a
territorial.
It's territorial.
Yep.
Where a female is an attractant to him. So
right. Yeah, if a man urinates, they take it as a threat, like you're marking your area.
So I guess it depends on the interaction you're looking for. You know, she done it, and she said it worked, and he told her not to do it. He actually advised her not to do that. So, you know, and I'm not telling anybody
What about putting Sarah in a ghillie suit? Let her walk around the woods and you film it.
Well, I actually had a theory. I was wondering what would happen if you was to take two women and put them down there and let them try to camp where we get all the EVPs.
I don't think it'd be a good idea, but
I mean, I wouldn't put them in a tent, but what if they tried to, like, car camp or in a van, because drive the van down in there as far as you can. And
what about a tank?
Yeah.
So
I don't even
so
I
they'd
don't
be
even
safe.
know that. I don't know if I would want to do that. I've actually kicked it around, going out and doing an overnight in my vehicle, and
Right.
maybe telling you all, like, hey, I'm going to go live at 8 o'clock. I'll go live at midnight, and then I'll go live at 4 in the morning, and we'll see what's happening. Just so everybody would know. I don't know if that's even anything anybody would watch. It's just something that I kicked around trying. It may not be a good idea,
No.
but I may do it. You never know.
I mean, you hear of them pushing campers over and everything else. If you get deep enough down there and stay all night, they can harass you pretty bad.
I would just not want to wake up and it be looking in the window at me.
No, forget that.
It
would have a bullet in its head, I promise you.
Yeah, and then you don't even know what it's going to look like. That's what scares me is, what if it ain't the Sasquatch that comes up? What if it's one of them weird things that ain't got no bottom jaw and big eyes looking at you, or...
Well, if it ain't got a bottom jaw, it can't bite you. It might nudge you with its nose.
Yeah.
But if it's a dog man, I mean, every video I've watched where a person had an experience by themselves or with somebody else with a dog man, they break down and start crying while they're telling their story because it's so dramatic to see. No, I wouldn't want to see a dog man.
I've seen people break down that's had gnome encounters. Them are really hard on people.
Well, yeah, especially if you throw it in the fire and it runs away. Did we lose Mike?
Yeah.
Do not throw a gnome in the fire if it's still running around. It's traumatic. I agree.
You may be arrested for a while.
Just make sure it's a gnome first of all.
Yeah. That's the number one. Know your target. Don't shoot at noises.
No.
Oh my God. And then we got this last one here. It says, "Please, Sarah." He says it's actually saying, "Please, Sarah."
I hear "wee Sarah" in that same voice. The Sarah sounds exactly like the other one.
Yeah.
"Wee Sarah."
But it's like, hey, maybe they're saying "wee Sarah's here," like that sound. Like a wee.
I could definitely hear the Sarah.
Oh yeah, and it's the same exact voice that did it in the earlier one.
Do you think it's possible, and God, I hate to even think about this because it freaks me out, but do you think the noises that we're hearing from the EVPs, do you think that it is that lady? I can't remember what you called her, but do you think
La Llorona.
Yeah.
Say it 3 times, Jesse, 3 times.
Do you think that it could be her because we have caught her in so many different places down there and so many different photographs?
I don't think her voice would be that deep and gravelly sounding. I mean, who knows?
I don't know a whole lot about the lore that goes behind her. I don't know if anybody's actually heard her speak or say anything.
Maybe we ought to investigate that and then do a show on that.
I wonder. Yeah, we should. I think we're.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll be our next show. I think we should. Do you think that? And I'm just wondering, does that sound like the same voice to you guys? The one that said, "Why did I have to die?"
Hmm.
I don't know. I'd have to listen to that original song
Right.
again.
Back to back. Yeah.
I mean, that's really bothersome to me because I don't like. What I don't like is being down there, and you all are able to hear these things, and I can't. I don't like that. That really bothers me because
Well, yeah.
if I'm not hearing it, then I don't know what's going on. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
and you know it's demonic.
Right. I mean, can you imagine just for a second if you was able to actually see what was around you while this was happening?
Yep. You'd be changing your pants quite a bit.
Yeah.
Better wear them brown pants.
Yeah.
I think the neatest cryptid you've seen would be the frog thing that was in between the fork of the tree. I would have loved to have had a picture of that.
Do you all want me to go back to that area and see if I can get an encounter with it? I know exactly where it was at.
Well, that would be awesome. But didn't you say one night you saw something walking down the bank that sort of looked like it could be something that came out of the water rather than walking out of the woods?
I think it was the same thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that was the same thing. And then it walked up and got behind that tree and was watching y'all.
And it walked hunched over.
Yeah.
It was hunched over. It walked like that.
And it wasn't big and bushy. It was, I think you said it didn't even look like it had hair on it, or maybe it was just a little bit of hair there. I don't know.
It was just like a tall, skinny old man that was hunched over in the shoulders.
Yeah.
And
that's scary enough.
Oh, it was coming right at Mom and everybody. And we were fishing out on like a peninsula out into the lake. And I did not want Mom and them to get, backed in by something. So I took off and was going to meet it before it got to the family. And whenever I got, 30, 40 yards from it, I spoke to it like you would somebody. I said, hello. And it didn't answer. And I was like, how are you? And it doesn't answer. And it's coming at me. And I'm like, you can't come over here. I'm not going to let you over here. My family's over here. And it keeps coming at me. And it ain't veering off at all. I mean, it's coming right at me. And I told it, I said, you better stop. And it kept coming. And it wasn't speaking. It wasn't talking. So I took it as a threat. And I drew my weapon. And I said, to put it nicely, I will stop you if you don't stop. And it did stop. And it veered off. And when it walked up, it started laughing. It had a weird ass laugh. So it went over and it stood in the trees. Mom and them decided to leave. And when we was leaving, it ran up and grabbed the side of the door of the truck.
Oh, that's right. So, didn't you say it had a stink to it, like fishy smell or something?
Yeah, it smells like, if you go to like a creek or something, it has a fish kill, where all the fish will die sometimes in the summer, or a strong pond smell. It had that kind of a smell, like that old nasty backwater fishy smell. Right.
And it had slime or scale or some scales or something too. It had left.
It was all, my whole side of my truck was like the catfish belly slime. It was just like that nasty ass slime.
Yeah, I believe that was that thing.
I wonder if it horns you if you rub your hand on its belly, if it won't hurt. It works with the catfish.
Well, you get a video if you're going to rub its belly. Yeah. We want to see that one.
But again, you have to wonder. Let me do this last video so I can get into the chat where I can see everybody. It says I'm missing 438 comments. So I'm going to play this last video, guys. This is from South Carolina. This just happened, and we'll see what y'all think about it. It's really good.
I hope you can hear this. It sounds like gorillas fighting in the tree. They're breaking limbs bigger around than me. I've never seen anything like it in my life. This is the second time I've come over here. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is. Look, they're ruining this freaking place. What in God's name is it? It's bigger than me, whatever it is. Because it's breaking limbs off that it would take me 2 minutes to saw. Look, see, he's coming right above me right here. He's fixing to throw something at me, whatever it is. Yeah, they don't like you messing with them. Look. What in God's name is going on? Look, that's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down. Something, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, it's gotta be I don't even think a bear would have a chance in Hades and they're doing this. It's something stronger than a bear. And he is pissed. Yeah, that's a healthy tree. About 8 to 10, maybe even 12 inches in diameter that he just broke because he's pissed because I'm getting close to him. I think I'm gonna bounce because I think he just hit the ground, which means he's about to face me on foot. And I don't really want to wrestle with somebody that can tear trees down just because they're mad. My God, look at the tree he just freaking broke in half. Something, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy. Jesse, that's not the same one from Carolina that you were talking about, is it?
Yeah.
So it resurfaced?
Yep. And I think it resurfaced because there was another gentleman who was actually, his channel is a lot more, he does conspiracy stuff, and different things like that. But he is from Mississippi and ended up, and you could see his Christmas lights and stuff up. He said that it was pounding on the window by his daughter's bedroom. And so he went outside to go look, and it was doing the same thing, pulling branches, knocking limbs off. It was harassing him for like 4 days, 4 nights straight. And people were saying, oh, it's made up. Oh, he's doing this because this video went viral and that's why he's trying this. But looking at his clips, I believe him. I believe he's actually going through what he's going through.
Yeah, that's a crazy video.
That one limb that comes down toward the end, that's a large limb.
That's gigantic. Yes. Yeah, I mean it literally topped the tree.
And like what Travis is saying, the guy does sound scared. I mean, you can hear it in his voice. He's
right.
Yeah.
We got OCST in here tonight too, guys. So good to see you, OCST. It's always good to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
There was some talk, and I know we can't go far into this, and I think it'll just have to go into the Patreon, what we're going to do. But there is talk that people said that they believe that what's landing in these trees is what they're seeing in the sky. Is some of that stuff that's the orbs and not the actual other things are landing in the trees. So if you think about it, that can get really scary if you go down that rabbit hole of, I mean, it's scary enough to think about these things flying around up there being, something evil, but then you have to turn around and you have to think, what? That's mom's phone. That ain't mine. Yeah, you have to think about what if they're landing in the trees. Where else are they landing, and how long until these things start looking in people's windows, or people start having one-on-one encounters, or they start trying to come into homes?
Yeah, and if that video is from 4 years ago, that wouldn't have any. The one we just watched, or however old it is, wouldn't have nothing to do. You could actually see like sections breaking off at different times.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? If something lands in a tree and breaks branches, it only happen probably one time. But this thing, whatever's in that tree, is just snapping branch after branch.
Oh, wow. Latricia says they found a man with wings last night.
He had a Red Bull. Got to throw it in there.
It makes me go back to what Granny had told us as kids, when we would see the footsteps outside and they would just stop in the snow in the middle of the field. And, we'd be like, where'd it go, Granny? And then she, the way she would answer us was like, duh, they fly. I mean, it wasn't like, well, we don't know where it went. It was just like they fly. Now, a lot of people have to remember that my granny, her dad was a full-blood Cherokee. There was a lot of Cherokee passed down in my family, a lot of stories. We were always, sitting around Grandpa, him telling us stories, because he had a lot of the old stories, the little people, the Trail of Tears, the what they call the payment grounds, and there was a lot of different stories that we were told. And to a lot of regular people, those stories are exactly that. They believe that they're stories. To the First Nations people and the Native people, it's not a story, it's history.
It's being passed down.
Right. They're not passing it down as fictional. They're passing it down as if,
Right. For knowledge.
Right. And if you think about it, if you're out there and these things are flying, maybe that's why you hear one in one place 1 second and then you hear it over here the next. Maybe it flies over there. Maybe there's not two of them. Like a crow, if you're out crow hunting, and, crow are smart. Crow send a scout. They'll always send a scout. You never shoot the first crow because that's the scout. If the scout don't come back, the rest of the crow won't come to that field. So if they're sending scouts, and if you heard a crow, that crow, I'll tell y'all something I bet a lot of y'all did not know. If you hurt a crow or try to hurt a crow and it gets away, it'll remember your face the rest of its life. And not only will it remember your face, it will pass it on to the other murderer crows, and they will remember you also, and they will also torment you throughout your life.
And this is why I don't like birds.
Yeah, and they actually will do that. They will come to your yard. They will call. They will flap their wings. They will never forget who you are. And that's why a lot of the natives did not want to hunt crow, because they felt like they were something dark, something that would never forget you.
Right.
Well, that's what.
Go ahead, Jess.
That's some of the stories, some of the same stuff that they have said about the dogmen and that have been attacked and harmed and hurt or had something kill them. They've passed that on before they died, and now you're marked or tagged, and they know you every single time you come out.
Yeah,
There's several stories like
there's
that.
something about a dog, man. They're just a complete different cryptid than a Bigfoot. They're more aggressive. They like and say one word, which is the weirdest thing. When they speak, they usually only say one word.
You know, another thing also that my grandpa had told me is one of the elders had actually caught a crow and he cut his tongue. He split his tongue and the crow could talk.
Right.
You cut their tongue and they can talk. So crows are very intelligent birds.
Was this
look
an
at there. Belinda just said it. Crows are very intelligent.
Yeah, they're highly intelligent.
I have so many questions as to why the concept of even splitting a bird's tongue even came about, but
they found out you don't have to split the tongue. They naturally can talk. Once they're, in fact, I was at a bird show, reptile show, probably a month ago, and there was a crow, but it was, I think, came from Africa, but it looks just like a crow. It just has white tips on its wings, but it could talk plain as day. And they didn't split its tongue. I think they thought you had to do that at one time. I really don't know. But they say you don't have to.
Kind of like if you can catch a rabbit and put salt on his tail, you know, you can have the rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah. There was an old tale that my grandpa and them would tell. They were
bunny tail.
Full blood. So they would always tell us when we were young, they would say, if y'all would like to have a rabbit, if you take a pinch of salt and you put it on a rabbit's tail, you'll be able to catch the rabbit. So all the young braves would get salt and try to catch the rabbits to put the salt on their tail. And whenever you sit down and you really think about it, if you catch the rabbit and put salt on his tail, you've already caught the rabbit.
You've already caught the rabbit. That's why I was laughing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Catch the rabbit, put salt on its tail, and then let it go, and then it'll finally stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop and look at you and go, what the heck? That was dumb.
Ouch.
But yeah, Travis, they say that they will actually go tell, I believe they call it a murder of crows. They will go tell the other ones what you've done and who you are, and they will never forget you. They will terrorize you.
Same as an elephant. If you mistreat an elephant just one time, they know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They remember.
They remember very well.
And, Lawana's saying in that tree she didn't see nothing. I didn't see anything either. And it made me wonder if it was using adaptive camouflage or if it was cloaking.
There are several theories about that first video that came out. But if anybody's interested, I will let y'all go dig in because I'm not about to say anything.
Let's see. Travis says, so do you think God doesn't like crows? Man, I don't know. I know that I wouldn't say, okay, I'm Cherokee. I come from Cherokees. My grandpa was full-blood Cherokee. I was never told that the crows were evil, but I was told to respect them, that you didn't want to go out and make enemies with them because they would never forget you. So if you were out and you saw them, you just didn't mess with them. It wasn't like an owl. He told us if we seen an owl by the house, you kill it. That plain and simple. You kill it because an owl.
Do not do that here in the United States. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. I'm talking.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah, native tradition.
Native, yes.
Like a lot of people don't know this also, and I don't know if it's for you guys, but in the state of Oklahoma where I live on Indian territory. I'm Indian, so to where a person that is not tribal or native, They cannot own an owl feathers or eagle feathers. I can, because I'm a card holder. That is allowed to me because it is part of our beliefs, part of our traditions. It's used in ceremonies. So we are allowed to have so many per year. We can do that if you're a bloodline card holding Indian.
Right.
Even 152nd can.
Yeah, 152nd can do that too. Yeah, like in the Smoky Mountains, when you're in Gatlinburg going to all those stores, you'll see plenty of Indian made jewelry, turquoise and everything. But if you go through the mountains to North Carolina, Cherokee, you will see turquoise jewelry, and it will have actual bear claws and everything in it, because they're allowed to do that because it's on Indian land. But if like we went there and this lady had bought some jewelry in Cherokee for her store in Gatlinburg, and one of the pieces had a bear claw in the piece of jewelry, and she didn't see it. And we talked to her sister, and her sister said they arrested her immediately. Somebody spotted it, called the police, and that she was taken in immediately and almost didn't get out of the charges. I mean, it was really, really bad. So, yeah, there's a big difference between regular land and Indian land.
I was contacted the other day, and I think y'all are going to really like this. Somebody, I'm not going to use his name, contacted me, and he was very upset that I was attacked for being Native. He is a full-blood shaman Cherokee that lives in the hills that still practices. Told me two things. The man that said that you are not Indian enough. He said, my words to him would be this. If he is a so-called Christian and only a little bit of Jesus Christ's blood is in him, is that not enough to save him? And then he said, if you take salt from another man's bag and you throw it into your bag, does that not mean that that salt is mixed with that other man's? And can it be removed from all the pieces of salt? He said, it's not about how much is there. He said, you are our people. You carry the blood, just like Christ. He said, not everybody has the full blood of Christ, but we all that accept him are the children of Christ, and his blood runs in us, and through his authority, he was very upset. He said, that's not how it works.
Exactly.
And I never thought of it like that. They're a lot wiser than what people give them credit for. They look at things so simple, but so, I don't know, they're intelligent beyond having to use the big words and stuff. They break it all down to where it's just common sense, And I think that's why they have been able to live as long as they did in the harsh environments and everything, because they were just a common sense, smart people. They were survivalists. They knew how to survive.
Right. I mean, look at the tents. Look at the teepees made with it to where smoke could go out the top of it, but yet you could keep warm by having a fire inside it and not catch it on fire.
Right. And they never took more than they needed.
Nope.
And they always gave back. I thought it was neat that he contacted me. He said he found that, he said, as a Native person, he said that was the biggest insult he had ever heard anybody say is, I guess because you live on Indian territory and you have Indian blood on you, this happens for you. He said, I would like for him to visit my hills.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot to be learned from
They
previous
probably
generations in the first place, but I've always had great respect for our natives.
Amen. Me too.
they went through a lot, and you don't hear them you know, they're not out thinking that they're owed everything in the world, you know. They've come a long ways. And now they're actually giving back to communities, to schools. They're building highways and overpasses and state of the art hospitals, doctors. You know, and a lot of their hospitals, you don't even have to be native to use them. They will take anybody. You know, they will
Imagine
help
that.
any. Right. They will help anybody.
Mm.
Yeah.
They're there to truly help and to make a difference.
Well, you know what they say? They say back in the day, if the white man, when he came over, didn't have weapons, you know, ammunition and weapons, they would never won this country.
Right.
And that makes sense because, I mean, look what weapons the white man brought over here and what they had, and almost still stayed up with them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They say that Indians can't grow a full beard. Is that true? Actually, I don't believe that is true. I have seen Indians with beards and chest hair, and I've seen Indians that didn't have chest hair or beards. I think a lot of it just depends on your DNA.
Yeah, I was gonna say your bloodline or how much DNA you have in you from the natives.
My dad, I've never showed a picture of him. I'll have to show y'all someday. My dad was Cherokee, big Cherokee man, 6'6", 350 pounds. I showed you a picture, didn't I, Scott?
Yeah, big guy.
Really
made a riding lawnmower look like a toy.
Yeah, and he was a really big guy, and he was proud of his heritage. My whole family's proud of their heritage. You know, we go to powwows. We've been to powwows, and you know, tradition is important. It's always remember where you came from. You know, you don't want to forget where you came from. Be proud of whatever you are. It doesn't matter what you are, but be proud of what you are. It doesn't matter where you come from or what background, ethnicity, or whatever. Be proud of it. You know, yeah. Be proud of who you are, where you come from. That's your family. That's your bloodline. I wouldn't trade my family for nothing. You know, I lost 2 aunts in under a month that I loved so very dearly, and I would not trade the way I grew up for nothing.
No,
you know, be proud of it.
No way.
Travis said that the biggest problem the Indians had was the lack of written language. Sequoia was a major part of keeping the nation alive. That's true. Yeah. My aunt was actually, Travis, trying to learn Cherokee, and her daughter are very smart, and they said it was so hard to learn that. It was very difficult. Now my grandpa, right, Mom, he spoke it fluent. He was a fluent Cherokee speaker. He was full blood, and he spoke Cherokee, I mean, fluently. It was his first language. So,
yeah, and it's amazing that the Sasquatch can speak Indian better than English.
Yeah, and it's such a hard language to speak.
I've heard in some instances that they actually speak older dialects.
But yeah, it was a.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, back in the day, they weren't scared to come and talk to.
I think it's really neat.
The Indians and stuff, because they didn't try to kill them. Yeah. Where when the white man came, they literally chased them into the woods completely. And that's my opinion. They're still hiding there because of that.
Could be.
Travis, you talk about you live beside the Sequoia Museum. Whenever I go to the doctor, I go to the Cherokee Nation, and whenever you go to their doctor's office, it's really like a hospital. Their doctor's offices are beautiful, huge, state-of-the-art buildings. And whenever you go inside, of course, they are tradition. They have a lot of the war, you know, pictures where the Cherokees fought in the wars, and they have their uniforms, the peace pipes, the handmade. I have a turtle rattle that was given to me by a Cherokee. I'll show you all some night if you want to see it. It's handmade. It's a turtle rattle. used in ceremonies. I have some things that was given to me and passed down that I could show y'all. Sarah, she knows how to nap. She was taught how to nap. She knows how to make arrowheads and stuff and knives from antlers and stuff. She knows how to do that. So,
yeah, David Black does an amazing job on arrowheads, making them crazy.
it's a lost art for sure.
Yes.
And I don't know. I don't even know why anybody would have to attack anybody over their heritage anyways. I think that if you have to do that, it's pretty sorry because it just boils right down to racism, you know?
That's all it is. Yeah.
To me, whenever it comes down to it and to the final say, we're all brothers and sisters. We all share the same Father.
Yes. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's how I feel about it. Well, that's pretty much all I've got tonight, guys. I think what we might try to do on our next one, though, is talk about the Who, Jesse. What's her name?
Doctor Who? What?
The lady in the woods.
I put her on the spot again.
Oh,
Not Horton here's a Who. Jeez.
Do you like renaming him, Jesse?
no, I said Doctor Who. Can you tell I've been catching up on my doctor?
We love you too, Travis. We do. We're going to have you back.
Oh, yeah. Travis, I've been going back watching from the time you took over the channel. Every night I watch 3 or 4 videos before I go to sleep, and I'm going to do it until I get to the end. It's amazing. All the knowledge your dad had is if y'all want to know everything you want to know, that I think he's dead on what he says. Get those books that Travis has or his dad created.
Yep.
Yes, and go support him. Go over and support him.
And he has another channel called T-Carp, which seems to be like a survival channel, and they talk about all the different weapons and stuff and how good they are. They rate a lot of stuff, and it's very interesting.
Excellent channel.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just a TCARP
Yep.
all together.
Randy, could you throw, if you could, sir, both links in our chat of Scott Carpenter's and T-Carps, if you can find them? If you can't, we'll throw them in on our next live to make sure people can go over and support him.
Right.
He said the DNA study's coming out Sunday.
Yep.
So what we'll do is I'd like to have Travis back on and talk to him more about that after the first of the year. He's always got great information. I love having him on. Great channel, great man. His dad is the legacy. His dad, I think, was just right on. Exactly right on.
Yeah, I mean, he seems to be spot on. The backward camera, which was one of the best ideas there was, catching all kinds of stuff behind you is amazing. But we need to get his books too. All the books, I think he has 3 out. Scott Carpenter had 3 books out, or maybe 2. Okay. But we need to get the titles of those and also put those in because they're really good.
And we'll throw them on our Facebook page also for everybody to check out. We always enjoy having Travis. And maybe we can have Travis come on my outdoor channel and we can do some reviews of some knives and stuff,
Yeah.
Over cool. At Wide Open Adventures. We've been pushing that channel pretty hard lately, so that would be fun.
Randy, it's T-Carp.
All one word.
Yep.
Capital T and then CARP, lowercase. And it'll come up on YouTube. You got to type that in YouTube. Search.
Maybe we can talk about eating some good old frog legs. And
I don't know, Mike. I think you can eat anything.
Have you ever tried frog legs?
Yeah, I used to eat them all the time till somebody didn't clean them right, and it squirted urine out of it when I split the legs apart. Stunk so bad I could never eat them again. I mean, it smelled like pure ammonia. It was horrible. And this was at a fine restaurant.
Well, if you're eating them like bone tomahawk, you deserved it.
Sounds like you bone tomahawked it.
Yeah, I think I did. I'm getting you one of those made too, Mike. A bone tomahawk.
Bone tomahawk?
Yep.
That'd be cool. You know, I think whenever you come down to Oklahoma, Scott, I'm going to have you a crawfish, frog leg fry with some catfish and some hush puppies and some cornbread and gravy and wilted lettuce and onions.
That sounds like some indigestion there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be hearing all kinds of weird noises out in the woods then.
Yeah.
Is that Cryptid or is that you?
And then the next day, if you're lucky, we'll really dine in. We'll have some good old calf fries.
Mike, is that a smell of a Sasquatch or did you leak out or something? Come on. Jeez.
I'll have to get you to try some calf fries. That's on the list.
Well, then you're going to have to eat a can of raw oysters that you all got last time in the meat department.
Them were bad, you know it?
Oh, they're horrible.
That was terrible.
I've known too many people that had fresh ones and then they ate those ones out of the can and almost threw up.
Yeah, I think that would only. I might try them for fish bait. I think that'd work good for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You like shrimp, right?
Oh yeah, shrimp and lobster, scallops, sea scallops. Don't like bay scallops. I like sea scallops.
You like crab?
Oh,
yeah.
You better believe it. I don't like catching them, but I love eating them.
I don't think anybody likes catching them.
And you can take that as you want.
Jesse, you better head us out of here.
Please.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight and being here. Happy birthday again, Logan. Hope everybody has a very safe weekend and love y'all. Over. Yeah, Logan, happy birthday. That's awesome to be 10. Won't be long. You'll be a teenager and you can drive Mike and Sarah crazy, have fun. We want to thank everybody for showing up and supporting the channel and supporting Hunter. Can't wait to see him home opening all them presents because it's going to be a long video. And thank you all for everything y'all do. Over.
I want to say hello to CRJ. I just seen her come in here. CRJ Designs. So hello to her. Good to see you guys. Always good to see you. OCST, T-Carp, you guys are on the top of our list. You guys are great people with Blake Dusher over there at the Lost Cryptids Conservatory. You guys are awesome people. We really, really, really respect you guys. Did I miss any? I think I got everybody. Somebody asked if you like crabs, Scott, real quick. They want to know if you like crabs.
I love crab legs.
Crab legs. Oh, clams was one.
Oh, clam. Yes. I love fried clams. There's not much seafood I don't like.
He likes it all.
When it comes to seafood. Now, freshwater fish, I have my picks. Crappie, bluegill, red ear, but some of the fish I just can't eat.
Shell cutters?
Yep. Shell cutters, shell crackers, red ear sunfish. Yeah, they're the best eating of the.
You like catfish?
The ones I've had I did not like, but you say you can get the wild fish taste out, so I might like them.
Yep, you wouldn't even know it.
Right.
Spoonbill?
I heard it was good. I've never had it.
We'll have to go do that sometime too. I've never tried it either. I've heard it's really good. They say it's really good if you smoke it.
I could imagine.
They say you put it on the grill, big old steak.
Yeah.
They say it's really good.
Yeah, there's no bones in it. It's all cartilage, right?
Yep. Just like a big old snake.
Yeah, just pure meat on both sides.
I have to try that.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all showing up tonight, supporting us. As always, we couldn't do it if it wasn't for you guys. Without you guys, it don't happen. Hopefully, we're going to be back boots on the ground here pretty soon. I'm looking forward to doing that. I probably won't be making any snow angels. Jesse's got me beat on that. but we are going to hopefully get back out in the field. That way I can try out my EMF reader. But yeah, we love you guys. If you don't mind, smash the like button on the way out. And if you don't mind, put up a whole bunch of green hearts for Logan's birthday. He would appreciate that so very much.
Awesome.
Until next time, guys, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And we'll see you on the next one. Good night. God bless.
Good night.